Hello, Froggy here, and for the first time since we lost the Quantum Finisher, we can get into Queen's Court. So as most of you probably know, there are these handy portals to the Confluence. In other areas that this portal appears, you can use these to drop through the map, but seemingly not these ones. As much as we abuse these portals, we don't seem to get anywhere. But my buddy Irony found a way. He happened to randomly fall through, and with a lot of debugging, we figured out what was going on. And this is the secret. This is the whole secret. It's this. Just being here. It's dumb. It's very dumb. I do not understand why. We tested everything we could think of. But as soon as someone enters the Chamber of Starlight, these teleporters start going very wonky. The best part, just like all of the other Confluence side hubs of the different areas, it's out of the box. And if it's out of the box, we can reach Queen's Court. Now go ahead and pay attention right here for a second, because we're going to see a neat little flash. The weekly indicator. So in order to cover that vast distance, we're going to need to Sparrow fly. There's just no way around it. So you can just boost over from a Sparrow from here, if you don't want to just Sparrow fly the gap. And with a well-timed jump and boost, you can get right up this. Though, since this is a two-person glitch anyways, you can have a buddy help you out. Just have them place a Sparrow and easily jump.
Oh, yeah.
They can also help clear out the ads.
Oh no, the ads are still dead. Well, that worked.
From here, you can just easily make your way over to the portal. Just make sure you don't fall down the stairs, as Sparrows aren't very good at stairs. Then chill by the portal while your buddy gets into position. Here, OlGravy is in the Chamber of Starlight.
Alright, I'm back in.
And as you can see, I went right through. Doesn't work every time, but if it doesn't work, just have them get out and go back in after you're set up again. After a brief period of falling, you can start infinite Sparrow flying. Don't get off your Sparrow because there's no way to resummon it. You have to do this entire thing without leaving. I'll link DJXYZ0's video on how exactly to do that. He was also the first person to glitch into the Queen's Court area with the Quantum Finisher, so I am quite pleased to say that his video once again made it possible to get back. This may take a while, so sit back, relax, enjoy the scenery, and try not to think too hard about how the pressure on your left thumb is slowly eating through it, and if you let up for a moment, you might lose the height that you need. You can gain height slowly with this Sparrow flying technique, although it requires a level of mastery that I don't quite have to do it consistently. As you get close to the wall, you should prepare to turn around it, because if you crash into something and get thrown off, you will have a bad time. You can control your direction by steering with the right stick to change the direction that you're facing. The Sparrow will automatically move to match. Once you've made it around the side, you just need to look for a place to land. And luckily there's one that isn't too hard to get to. Technically you could take the Sparrow the whole way, but I'm not about to try risking that when I am not quite experienced enough with that technique. The other benefit is this establishes a spawn point, so if you manage to mess up, you have a means to get back. So at this point, we need to use a technique that my buddy Zizvez showed me. For it, we need some special armor setup. So I'll go ahead and show you that now. You need to be running Stasis and have the Whisper of Shards equipped. You'll also want to have 100 Discipline. With this, you can infinite stasis climb. You just jump up, throw a grenade, and shoot them one at a time. It stacks up to 10 seconds, so whenever you get down to like 6 or 5, pop the next one. You should have just enough time to recharge your grenade. You just keep this up, keep shooting, and keep climbing. And you can carry this on as long as you want. There are some things that you'll want to pay attention to. Things that threw me off a bit when I was doing this climb. The Titan melee ability will instantly destroy these shards, so watch out for that. You'll also eventually run out of ammo. As you can see, I'm getting a bit low. Luckily, the game will give you pity ammo. Unfortunately, there is a fair bit of delay between these. For this first section, I got fairly lucky, and there was a nice resting point right when I was about to run out of ammo. When you get to a point like this, you'll want to take advantage of it and refill. Realizing that my normal nice view sniper was not going to cut it here, I switched to a second kinetic to give myself a little bit more leeway. I also went ahead and drained the ammo so I would get a free refill. Ta-da! New ammo. Let's try not to think too hard about how long we have to go. And how long there is to fall. Yep, just keep climbing. And climbing. And climbing. So, here's what you want to not do. I forgot that the melee works quite that way. And almost lost all of my height for it. You'll want to have catapult lift equipped so that if you fall, you can lift yourself back up the distance you need to get on the ice. I didn't quite manage it there, but when you run out of ammo, you want to switch to meleeing to break the crystals to keep your grenade up. And after a short period of time, you'll get your ammo back. I found that the bow was kind of nice because it one-shots on a full charge. Helped me get into a nice rhythm. I don't know what weapons would be best for this, but anything that keeps up a good amount of ammo and can break the shards pretty easily. If I were better at infinite Sparrow flying, I could have potentially skipped this step entirely, but, you know, better safe than sorry. So once again, I am out of ammo and accidentally used that in the wrong way, but my ability to regen is still going, so it's not too bad. Grenades back, and I can punch these crystals to get back my grenade. As you can see, right when they disappeared, I could still jump a little bit after they were gone. So there's a fair amount of leeway. And ammo is back. Every once in a while during your monotonous climb, you'll come across a little ledge or other landmark that serves as a nice reminder that however slow the progress is, you are in fact making progress. A nice little checkpoint and a fuel reference point, so if you're following along, you know about how much further you have to go. What? Just keep going. In the end, we will manage to get there. Can work up a nice rhythm. And eventually you don't even notice the time going by. So here's how you should deal with your pesky melee ability. So I jump up, throw the nade, use it in the air, and land, and now when my ammo runs out, I won't have to worry about it for a little bit. Back to the climb. Surely it can't be that much taller. Probably should have invested in some rope. Well, we're getting close to something here. Could it be? Have we finally reached the ledge to jump down into Queen's Court? Let's peer over and... Nope! Wrong ledge. Guess we're gonna have to cross. It's a good place to take a bit of a break. It has been a long climb so far. So, interestingly, the wall that you see there is all intangible. You can just go straight through it. So we're just going to do that and see that the hill we're on actually goes up a bit higher. So we can get a little more height out of this before we switch over. Whee! More climbing. And we've reached the top of this one anyways. There's still bigger fish to fry. Just getting a bit of my bearings here. I think this one across here is the one that we'll need to go to. Good thing I didn't end up switching my heavy to something to also break ice. And now, we just have one final push. One more wall to climb. And then, maybe, just maybe, we'll be in the right place. So let's dig in and get the last bit done. And at last, more land to walk on. And it's starting to look a bit familiar. Could this be it? Have we reached our destination at last? Only one way to know for sure. Going to have to peer over that edge. And there it is! Queen's Court. From here we know what to do. Just gotta switch back to Code of the Missile and wait for my melee to charge. And finally, the moment of truth. Will I make it? Were my hours of practicing this melee back when we had Quantum Finisher worthwhile? Oh yeah. Queen's Court. Wonder if this is foreshadowing anything here. Ah, I knew I forgot something. Gonna have to do this whole thing again. But there you have it. Queen's Court and Beyond Light from outside of the map. I wasn't sure if we'd ever make it back here without some other broken glitch like a Quantum Finisher was. But thanks to random happenstance, we have found a way back. Let me know if you are crazy enough to attempt this on your own. It is not a quick journey. But hearing the Queen's Court music at the end makes it all worthwhile. Special thanks to Irony, without whom this wouldn't have happened, and to Steppe and Henry for helping test what was going on. And of course, OlGravy for helping me out at entirely too late of an hour. If you want to see other exploration of this area, you can see my previous Queen's Court video where I go a bit more around and take in the scenery. But this'll probably do for now. Just going to soak in the stars before heading off into the sunset. Well, we'll see how long this route lasts.